Welcome to another episode of Dungeon and Deep Nuts. Today, we're continuing off. Last time, we were fighting dragons. Now, take it away, dude.
Did we fight?
Well, you fought lots of random things, but
dragons though.
well,
Don't
worry, because you guys have managed to wake up an undead hollow dragon.
Yeah, you're right.
And he just straight up Obi-Wan Kenobi'd you
That's
a little
right.
while ago.
That's right, and
So-
You did say that. All right.
So, last time, after the mutiny of Hroth and the crew against Y'all and Sylph, you all ended up stranded on this island with the ship crashed and sinking. You managed to get up to the island by climbing up the vines, and then a rope lowered down, and have since explored the dungeon and found that the vault of the room was actually a fake vault. And by using the map that was provided you by Mr. B, you were able to open it and get to the real vault, where you awakened an ancient hollow dragon.
I did not mean
Hello
to.
there.
Hello?
He looks at you and just seems to be staring into your souls, and everyone needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh.
no.
Right off of the
Don't
bat.
worry, I'm generic with a 2.
Fail.
Fail. Saving throw. I got a 10, but I rolled a 4.
Fail.
I got a 12.
Fail.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm the highest int character.
I mean, the highest int characters rolled a 1 and a 4.
Yeah.
So, he rolled good. He's the only one that rolled good.
I also had a +0 to that.
So,
You roll.
Alright.
as all of you guys do this, you feel the dragon staring into you, and you can feel him picking through your minds.
Oh.
Whatever our adventures as new to the game as you doing here in my lair.
I instantly just kind of pull out the scroll we had of the map and put the sword in the center. I just kind of show him it without kind of thinking or doing the heating technique. I just kind of show it to him in awe.
He leans way down at you, like his face is literally like 3 feet away from yours, looking down at the map. And as he gets close, you feel the heat of the radiance inside of him. It's easily enough to make the map immediately start showing everything. Looks at it, and he does not appear to breathe, but you can feel you can feel the dragon's mind, the same thing that's invading into your thoughts. It seems to scan over the map. He seems to lean back. He leans back and seems mildly surprised. What are your names? Do not keep me waiting.
Breaks.
Stop keeping him waiting.
I don't really go by anything, Mr. Dragon.
Stop lying, tell me your name. Sorry for his thing. My name is Flynn.
I'm Duger.
I'm Kiyoskibi.
I guess I go by Mr. Whisper.
Alright then. So, how did you happen to come by such an extraordinary map as you have there?
Actually, it was quite simple. So, there was a knight on a horse that rode up to me and handed it to me.
I actually don't remember what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
That is actually exactly what happened.
Alright,
yes.
sweet. I don't want to be lying here.
At this moment.
Do I have to roll?
And what is it that you are here for? Did you come to steal the dragon's treasure?
Well, if you're asking about any of this treasure, absolutely not. What I'm wondering is if we could have the sword that's, I guess, what I saw is stuck in your throat.
You wish to take the sword that I defend.
how you defend that? I thought that was like stuck in your throat, kind of like
He
when you
leans
get
down.
ignored.
It doesn't look very comfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable. I thought we'd like help remove it.
He looks as you start talking. The hollow looks straight at you and leans his face real and real close, even closer than he was with Burning Whispers.
You're getting cooked.
Yeah.
You have an odd scent about you, boy. Flynn it was, yes?
Yes.
No, this guy deals radiant damage. And where do you come from, Flynn?
I'm a native. Yeah, I'm from the Dragon Sea. I've traveled here and there.
You have a odd scent. You are a half-elf, yet you smell of dragon. Do you happen to have any close friends who are dragons?
Not that I'm aware of.
He leans back. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I cannot simply give you what you seek. In fact, it is generally my policy that anyone that comes seeking that is to be devoured without further delay.
Oh, well, we're not just any normal people. We're not like other folks.
We're just level 3.
I'm afraid I must agree with you. You are not like the people that usually come and visit me. The majority cannot get past even the frontal defenses. They can't even find the entrance to my lair. Very few have ever managed to successfully get through the false vault's door. And those that did, only a handful have actually ever found me. All were severely weakened and eventually consumed. However, you 3, you 4, are somewhat lacking in strength for that, which I find intriguing. And yet, you managed to get through my defenses, find this place, and the one area where it is not incredibly dangerous to even approach the island, during the brief period in which it is here, and have gotten through the defenses, seemingly by the handiwork of the one who helped create my defenses in the first place.
Are you talking about Mr. B?
That's what he goes by now.
Well, if this note is signed by Mr. B, wouldn't it be okay if we took that sword of yours?
Do you even understand what the power that you seek is?
Not entirely.
All 4 of you feel a sudden presence enter your minds, and you go deaf and blind to the world around you, and all of you start seeing some sort of strange vision or flashback. You see a city up in flames, burning with a fire that moves as if it's alive. In the center of the town square, you see a young man in tattered clothing, ripped, burned, and torn coat, holding an item wrapped in white bandages, facing off against a cat-like fire elemental. Removing the wrappings, the young man reveals a deep black sword, and the world around him starts to warp. The air itself seems to be pulling away from it, and toward it at the same time. The light of the flames seem to be sucked toward in the direction of the sword. With the roar of crackling flame, the elemental pounces, and the man raises the sword above his head and slashes it. As he does so, a rift black as the void opens in the air. The flames suddenly swirl around it, being sucked into it, and the fire elemental roars as it is sucked in as well as and consumed. Suddenly you're back in the real world. You see the dragon seems to have pulled back and is circling, walking around you all in a circle. The Weave Render, an essence destroyer. To wield it is to walk a knife's edge. On one side, the power to protect or destroy. To shape the world for good. Suddenly you're back and you're blind and deaf again, and you see another flashback. A horde of monsters. Undeads, fiends, and some monstrous, shadowy creatures that seem like they're formed purely out of writhing darkness. An army so vast, it looks like an ocean of darkness. Flowing across an empty plain, the plants below their feet wither and consumed by the rushing shadow as they advance towards a city cut from white marble as if it's cut directly out of the mountain next to it. The same man, a little older and more grizzled in dark iron plate mail, stands defiantly in between them and the city. Raising the sword up in front of him, he slashes horizontally and a wave of the void flies out, growing to stretch more than 50 feet long, flowing over and consuming every monster it touches, immediately getting sucked into blackness. Flashback ends again, you're back. Dragons continue to circle. Or it can be used for evil. You see another flashback. An enormous battle, armies of men clashing, the sounds of battle, clash of metal, screams of pain and death, and the same man, wearing dark armor, an eye of calm in a storm of war, surrounded by bodies and rifts consuming men as they touch it. And yet, that is only one side of the knife's edge. The other side, the very destruction of the same world. You see another flashback. The same man, barely recognizable, breathing heavily and struggling to stay on his feet, surrounded by a ragtag group of mortals, as well as a group of dragons, 2 gold, 1 red, 1 brass, and even an angel. Setting his jaw, the man raises his sword, then with a mighty swing, a rift opens, bigger than any you've seen him produce so far. The man laughed as his foes begin to fight to avoid getting sucked in. Then, with a horrible cracking sound, the rift begins to grow, lines of darkness spreading from it like cracking glass, growing larger and larger. The man screamed as the darkness touched him, and he vanished within. The blackness continues to grow, and suddenly you're back in your bodies again. The dragon settles again in front of you. To protect any chance of another tragedy, I've guarded this from all who would seek to claim it for over a millennia. When my body began to waste away, I traded my peaceful rest to lengthen my years to watch over it. So tell me, why should I even consider the risk of allowing you to take it? Why do you even seek it? And how did you convince Barasu to help you claim it?
It's an English.
I don't know who this Brossel person is, but I need it. I need to destroy any more evil that come across me.
It does seem a very powerful artifact. Is there no way to destroy it?
There is. However, attempting to do so would be far more dangerous to the world than keeping it safe. Flynn,
Oh no.
as you're watching this, suddenly the ring on your finger starts to glow.
I was gonna do that.
And then you suddenly you don't feel words in your mind. You see something similar to what you were just barely seeing, but not quite the same. Like you're still in you're still in your body, you can still see things, but like it's like a memory just got implanted into you. You see sky islands up in flames, circling around one island standing still in the center. On the island, a man with hair like rubies and a wicked grin, shirtless to reveal red-tinged scale-like skin over a muscled chest, standing over a hoard of gold and gems more vast than any that you can even comprehend. Laughing, he holds up the sword that you guys have just seen, as if in preparation for an enormous slash, and then suddenly you just see blackness. Then a tiny speck of light, growing until at the center of that light, a group of humanoid individuals stand. There appear to be about 10 of them, and you can make out your own figure among them, as well as each of these 3.
So we don't see this.
Mm-hmm. And you see, standing in the front and center of all of them, is Burning Whisper, holding a object wrapped in white cloth. And then that's the end of the implanted memory. If you ever want to hear it again, I can read that off.
Yeah, that's good to know. I'm just gonna like play with and hold on to it after seeing this.
While Burning Whisper is talking, the dragon seems to stop paying attention to you for a moment and then looks over towards Flynn again. What is that on your finger?
I'm not sure. I recovered it off of someone's body. They died. Magically means it hurt us quite a bit. It drained, similar to I guess what we saw in these visions.
Make another intelligence saving throw real fast.
I'm just gonna scan your mind.
Okay. 18, 19, 21.
Alright, you'll actually pass. So you feel the dragon seem to try to pierce your mind again, but you actually managed to rebuff his mental assault.
Just like, yeah. And I don't know much about this ring. It hasn't done anything except for just now. And I think we need that sword. I know it can cause a lot of trouble based off what we've seen, but I think there's going to be more trouble coming because of that blade. And if we were to get it first, we could prevent it from happening.
Have you ever heard of... What do you know of metallic dragons?
What do I know of metallic dragons? What does Flynn know of metallic dragons?
Probably whatever you know about metallic dragons.
I feel like I know things, but I don't. I know that they're strong. They're quite hard to hurt. But I don't know a lot about metallics. I know about the normal types of dragons, but metallics are kind of not in my memory.
Metallic dragons are one of the 3 divisions of true dragons. And as a general rule, not completely true 100% of the time, but as a general rule, you can expect them all to be aligned with the side of good in the cosmic scales. And so, the fact that one of my brothers, Barasu, appears to be helping you get this, and you have a method of communicating with him. As well as that map of his, which he has given to you. They make me think. They make me wonder. Tell me, what did you just see?
I believe I saw a vision of the future. I saw a dragon-like being, somewhat humanoid, but scales around their body. They were wielding the blade, correct? Yeah, they were wielding this blade here, and everything was just swallowed into darkness. And then, next thing I know, I see us, I guess, facing off against him, with Burning Whisper leading the charge, I guess.
Wait, what?
May I please see
The ring, or what I saw?
your mind?
No, that's kind of like a private place. Not very many people get inside that. Okay. I'll do it.
You feel the probing thing comes in much more gently this time, and he looks over it, and then all of you feel his pressure brush on you slightly again. Not like he's trying to break through. One who's been chosen by a sister. One who may truly be capable of understanding the secrets of the blade. Finger of fate. One who may actually be capable of wielding it, if he is chosen. He seems to consider for a moment, a long moment, and he speaks again and says, I cannot afford to risk a repeat of what has happened in the past. But it seems I also cannot afford to attempt to stand against what comes along any longer. I will give you a chance. Should you prove that you will not misuse the power given to you, that you will not allow it to run rampant, and that each of you can prioritize the safety of the world over personal ambitions and desire for glory and greatness, I will allow you to take the blade. Should you fail, you will be consumed by the darkness. Even if you succeed, Mr. Whisper, was it?
Yes.
There is a chance, even if you succeed and I allow you to take the blade, that you will be driven mad by it. The last person that I gave a chance to was driven mad.
Well, that doesn't sound too hard then.
Each of you four will have a role to play in the coming trial. Should the group of you not pass my standards, I will not allow you to leave here. Do you understand? Do you wish to proceed? If you wish to leave now, I will provide you transportation, and you can leave.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Gavin is tempted.
I'm just tempted too, like, oh no, this is
It's
I
an
shall
all,
attempt.
it's an all or nothing deal. All of you or none of you.
Ooh. I'm not going to be the weak link.
Well, there and I'm in then.
All right. All of you, drop your protection on your minds.
I'm just too smart.
No,
And immediately, all of you feel an incredible pressure on your mind, and you completely black out. All right. So, when you all wake up, you are in the center of a big gray platform. Over the edge of the platform, you cannot see the bottom. It appears to be standing on a huge stone pillar. You cannot see the bottom of the chasm that you are above.
They're in a chasm. Okay.
You can't see. You're seeming to be surrounded by darkness. The platform that you're on appears to actually have something on it, like just be surrounded by light, but there's no actual source that you can see. And further out, there's just darkness. You're not alone on this platform. There appear to be several other people. Some of them look like warriors and extremely skilled adventurers. Sylph is there, though she doesn't seem to recognize you as you guys are looking around. In fact, none of you can recognize each other, and you do not remember how you got here or why you're here. There are also appears to be some people that don't seem to belong as well, like just normal commoners. There's even like a little tiefling kid who's just here and just like doesn't seem to fit in with the rest. Suddenly, in the center of the platform, a burst of flame and a man with metallic golden hair appears, and bright gold eyes, and he looks out over all of you and says, "Welcome, contestants. All of you have come to participate in the trial. Behold," he holds his hand out, and suddenly more platforms appear. And it appears to be an intense obstacle course, like incredibly intense.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Seems easy enough.
You all have come for one reason or another to test yourselves, to see if you are worthy of a great boon. Only he who finishes the course first may be permitted to move on. As you look out over the course, it includes several elements. There's a huge rope to climb with pools of molten gold, it looks like, right below it. If you fell,
really
you would be
cool.
incinerated. There's appears to be like a gauntlet of spinning blades and stabbing points. Like, it would be an incredibly deadly and difficult test of athletic or acrobatic ability. A big field filled with magically animated brass warriors, which will try to pull down anyone that appear to be ready to pull down anyone that goes through, like, football player style. And then there's a hallway with brass dragon heads that breathe bursts of flame down at random. And then closest to you is a bridge with enormous swinging metal balls just going back and forth, seeming to try to knock people off of the edge. Only one may complete. At the end and right past the dragon heads, you see what appears to be like a torch at the end. A very, very fancy looking torch. The first to claim the torch will be the victor. You may begin.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we have our equipment, and is Galti here?
You have your equipment, and Galti is here. Oh, also, there's one more thing that I would like to mention.
Oh no.
There's a person that you recognize here.
No!
With a wyvern on the blade.
No!
And also, it's not the person that was the announcer, but he also has bright golden hair and gem-colored eyes.
I recognize them?
Yep, you definitely recognize him.
Okay, activate my blade song.
All right.
Yes, you all have your equipment, and you may begin.
I'm going forth, casting guidance as much as I can.
All right.
Bless
I'm
him.
gonna immediately start disassembling Galti.
All right, you start disassembling Galti.
I start heading towards
going.
the journey, yeah.
I go.
All right. All of you start running.
I'm gonna stick in
And-
the middle of the pack. Not gonna be in front, but stick someone in the middle.
All right. Gabriel appears to be leading the pack. You are kind of falling a little behind because instead of taking dash, you like dashing as fast as you can. You're guidancing yourself, but you're doing way better at dodging the things than usual.
I'll take it.
I need everyone here to make either an acrobatics or athletics check,
Yeah,
or
guidance,
some other type of check that you can justify for how you're going to avoid the swinging balls.
Can I try?
You are
Okay.
currently disassembling Galti, so you will
Okay.
off.
Got an 18.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll this.
Okay.
What are the commoners doing? Are they booking it too, or are they
Much
just
better.
like?
So that's a good question. I'll get to that after we finish.
I got a 16.
19.
Alright.
I have 18.
All right, cool. So, y'all are all successfully dodging and weaving ahead. You are staying, yes, close to the middle of the pack because you're trying to. You're actually catching. All of you are doing relatively well, though. The commoners and other people, several people are going, and it seems to be doing just fine. Even the commoners mostly look just scared, and but all of them are trying to go through it. But as you finish, are halfway through disassembling Galti, you see the little kid running forward and get smacked by one of the metal balls and just go flying and just barely catch onto the edge. This little girl looks like she's on the verge of falling off.
I'm going to run over and try and help her. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to try and help.
All right, you immediately drop what you're doing with Galti, go and start trying to haul this kid up. She is way heavier than she seems like she should be. And you just
She's
like
a Brit, bro.
just like it seems not like weight wise, it just feels like as if gravity is trying to pull her down with that much more intensity.
Yikes.
She just looks up at you and just like with fear in her eyes, and she's just like, "Why are you helping me?" And just like also a lot of mistrust.
I don't really know.
That's fair.
Suddenly, the little girl's eyes turn the same bright golden as were in the hollow dragon's eyes, and says, "Good." And suddenly, the entire thing vanishes. You have passed the first trial.
What?
Just him or all of us?
Him.
He's testing the group as a whole.
Oh.
And I will not tell you how you guys are doing completely. Just because even if you pass all three of the, well, there's not actually just three. I said three because I was planning at the beginning. But if you pass every one of the parts of the trial, if you do not do it in a way that is to his satisfaction, you will still fail.
I see.
So do we come back to reality and just remember what happens?
You
Probably just
don't
get
go.
incinerated.
You do go to reality for a moment, and you all remember what happened. You remember why you were originally there before, and all of you realize that Duger just did successfully manage to get everyone to not die. All right. Well done. And immediately, blackness rises up again. This time, when you wake up, you appear to be in an arena. All four of you back just in a circle, surrounded by a huge cheering crowd. You see the same golden-haired announcer, and he stands up and says, "Welcome to the second trial." This time, you guys remember. You remember everything. It's not everything. This trial, you will be tested to see if you are capable of keeping the item you seek out of the wrong hands. Defeat your enemies. And
Is
proceed.
Galti here still?
Galti is here and he is fully constructed.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm like, oh no,
That was only a mental construction, so not
Okay.
permanent.
I see.
That's right, I told it was.
All right. Suddenly around you, a bunch of big brass clockwork machines seem to come out of hatches that rise up from hatches in the ground. In addition, a bunch of random various obstacles pop up out of the ground and appear. Everyone, roll initiative.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw out.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Oh my
Whoa, I'm
god.
so
Are
close!
you kidding me?
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Hey, that's
This
faster
is
than me.
That's not a very good circle.
Is my stuff in the way?
Go. I'm gonna get some water.
Sorry. It's my job. I am the gatekeeper.
All right.
I'm the gatekeeper.
Oh, okay.
Everyone place a guy in the center of this place.
Oh.
Face the right direction.
Not fair, dude.
You pass one of those
not
dwarves?
fair.
Like,
cool, man.
not cool, man.
Like school.
Zoinks!
I need to find the white dwarf.
Mickey Mouse read like.
Yeah, I don't remember how he sounds, if I'm being honest.
If there's
Hey,
no
grab me
dwarves,
something.
just,
There is one.
Not that one.
Find a dwarf.
Dwarf? I just barely saw a dwarf.
Yeah, dwarf would be fine, even though I'm calling him.
I was gonna.
Grab
That was for the
You
dwarf.
can go
character.
to, you can go an ogre.
The hammer,
that
the
works.
cake,
Here, this can be you.
Sure, I'll take this. I'll take this.
Skeleton.
Michael Jackson skeleton.
Actually, no. You need to be cowboy.
Yeah,
There's ogre for you.
Perfect.
cowboy. I'm a cowboy, but I'm cowboy.
Also, can I just say that I have 3
I saw me do that
spends familiar points?
Yes,
Okay.
that is applicable in advance. He's referring to a option I gave him for kind of a replacement of a magic item, just like something for
I see, yeah.
seal defender.
Nice.
Basically, as he does cool things with Galti, he can get more points to get more abilities for him.
Well, that's fun.
He has chosen to offer the same thing for his familiar, with a different consequence instead of the.
I'll just get better at lighting things on fire.
That's a good plan.
Or something, I don't know, we'll see.
All right. Does everyone have a guy out there?
I think so.
There's only 3. There should be 4 of you
Where
guys
are you?
and Galti.
Where are you?
Oh,
Black guy.
just grab a horse for Galti.
Here's a horse. You can be unicorn.
Perfect. That's just a spirit animal.
He's like a boar.
There's only 4 dudes still, and Galti is one of them.
There you go.
Perfect.
I'm sure there was a dwarf somewhere. What are they? Not that it matters too much.
It
Alright.
really doesn't. It's not that
So,
big of a deal.
continuing.
Probably ate it.
All right. So, what did everyone get for initiative?
5.
14.
6.
4. 4, 5, 6. Look at us go.
All right. You got 4,
Same
you said?
wavelength.
14.
14. You got 5, you said?
6.
6. That would mean 0 or 5?
I'm 4.
I'm 5.
He's 5.
Wow, I did terribly at getting that right. Okay. Well, Burning Whisper, you go first.
Oh, really? I just look around. Do these enemies actually look dangerous?
So yeah, I should describe them. So one of them appears to be a very large thing. It looks kind of similar to the clockwork bee here that you guys had to deal with earlier, but a smaller version and probably not as dangerous. That is this one right here. There also appears to be one flying one that kind of looks like an owl, but that with some draconic aspects. That is this one right here. You see one who walks around and carries a staff almost like it's a spellcaster. That is that one right here. And you see one with a pair of short swords, and that's that one right there.
I'm just gonna pull out my swords and just get ready to dodge. I don't really want to do anything.
Alright, dodge action sounds good. That brings us to the enemies. This one is going to dash in, and it is immediately going to try to engage with Gavin and make 2 short sword attacks against you.
As a reaction. Oh wait, that probably does not apply.
What?
I was gonna say, could I use deflect attack from Galti? But
Yes, you can, because it specifically specifies that is not targeting Galti.
Okay, yeah, and so I will expend one of my familiar points to do that.
No, it's not expending the familiar points. Like you
Oh,
have the
it's
like
just
the
his
divided
Oh,
ability,
he
and
just
then he
has
does that.
Okay, yeah. That's more.
Yeah,
I will use deflect
it's just an
attack.
ability that you have.
Mhm.
But okay, so he has disadvantage on the attack rolls. All right, that is unfortunate for you. That's a 17.
That's a hit.
You're lucky that it did though, because it would have gotten a crit otherwise.
Okay, good.
All right,
Freak,
and second
man.
attack.
It increases my
14.
just by
That is
one.
my armor class.
All right, so also a hit.
Dang, that didn't do anything except for reduce a crit, I guess.
That is pretty good.
That is nice.
You might die though.
I might actually go down. I wouldn't
Take,
be surprised.
11 damage.
Down to 1.
Zooey Mama.
Zooey Mama is correct.
All right, this guy right here is going to raise his hand up and suddenly and shoot a red line of light straight towards the center of all of you guys,
Oh no.
and then it explodes. Dexterity saving throw.
I still probably. Can I just I'm dead.
Dexterity saving throw.
I rolled
15.
What? 2? Fail.
yes.
I'm checking to see if there's any
I'm gone.
dexterity saving throw.
I didn't even get a chance to do anything.
19.
Galti might.
Pass.
I have
to
to
take a
command
dexterity saving
Galti.
throw also,
What? Oh yeah. I have to command Galti.
unless you're unconscious, in which case he acts on his own.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's something that the Steel Defender says.
Okay.
Protection.
Dex is 11.
All right, fail also. What'd you get? 14, you said?
15.
Pass.
Yeah.
If you pass, you take no damage.
Okay.
So all I have to do is pass.
Everyone take. If you failed, take 12 fire damage,
Ow.
and you drop to 0 HP.
I am unconscious.
All right. That brings us up to Flynn,
Okay.
because the other
We
two
gotta
rolled
pick
terribly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because you're down now. Oh no.
What hit us?
This guy.
Spellcasting.
Okay. So. Rather than this is now a test, I'm just gonna. Oh goodness! I gotta move. Crap. All right, I'm
Which ones
gonna.
do you make them?
I'm two-headed ogre.
Okay.
I'm gonna medicine on Duger. I don't have anything, but I'm gonna try to stabilize him to the best of my
Alright.
ability.
Make a medicine check.
Just
He's
0.
just unconscious, right? He's not actually like dying.
He will have to make
Well,
death
he
saving
is
throw.
making death saving throws. He's
Oh,
unstable.
Never
but-
mind.
I can't help much. It's a 9.
Okay, you roll it, and like you seem to be trying. You can have advantage on your next death saving throw.
Just like, come on, don't go down on me. Don't
Oh,
go down on me.
But it's your
I
turn.
didn't-
but
I
I
didn't-
can have you make one, so
Yeah.
you get to take your turn right now.
Which
With
do I
your,
say?
you can have the advantage.
18.
Okay, you passed the one death saving throw.
Would have been a 5.
All right. Q, it is now your turn. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Sorry.
What?
The other monsters get.
No!
Whoa, they did poorly too. No.
Well, I'm gonna get smunched.
6 HP.
Sorry,
Nice.
wrong person.
Oh, never mind. Bye.
It is going to lunge and it's going to completely miss on its first attack. But then it's going to lunge. Then it's going to rear back its head and spray lightning at you. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Absolutely. 13.
13. You take half damage.
Right on.
Nice.
Please be 3.
Take 5 lightning damage.
Dying.
Blue. The flying owl is going to come straight at you, and it's going to try to hold out its talons, which are suddenly going to spin like drills.
That's kind of sick. It's like Beedrill.
Dirty 20.
Dying.
Matches my AC.
Second
No
attack.
shield? No shield?
I don't want to spend the...
That matches your AC?
Because with mage armor, it's a
And-
16.
and you
then
have
with
blade
my
song.
blade song,
You didn't
it's
turn
a
that
20.
off yet.
I haven't
Okay.
turned it off.
It
Oh,
hasn't been long enough for it to end either.
Dang.
Well, the second one is a 22.
You should shield.
I'm
like-
shielding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm shielding. At that point,
Both of them have... Okay, as you do so, the talons start drilling through the shield.
Oh boy.
Alright. That brings us to Q.
Finally. I am going to spend my
I have
action.
25 AC now.
And I might die, but like,
One attack, 25 AC.
I'm gonna cast Bless on everyone who's still conscious.
As you do so, all of you suddenly feel a wave of satisfaction, and the Colosseum and the bronze thingamajigs fade away.
I will take it.
The damage that you guys took is still there, though.
So I'm still unconscious.
You are still unconscious and making death saving throws. Can you make another one for me, please?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna still try to keep helping him.
Actually, yeah, you can make a medicine check first.
Okay. 10 with bless. 12.
All right, advantage again.
Oh, that's a
That's an 8.
Fail. All right.
Guys, he's not doing so well.
He's doing chest compression.
I'm gonna. This time I'm gonna also help him out with this because I have a better modifier.
All right, you roll with advantage.
Okay.
And you blessed yourself as well.
That's on the cocked on the side. All right. That was a 12.
Did you roll with bless?
Oh yeah. Oh,
You blessed yourself.
I did bless myself. I should have also cast guidance, but that's also
That takes
next.
concentration also. So
Oh,
you
you're
can
right.
cast it.
So that's a 16.
16. You are stable.
Yay! But you're still unconscious. You guys should just heal you. I like that.
Just loud snoring.
Does that take a spell slot to this one? Or is that
It's-
cantrip?
No cantrips.
No
can heal.
cantrips can heal.
Oh, that would just be too easy.
Yeah.
You can just heal every single round.
All right, so you all reappear back in. All of you guys are back in the space of just blackness, and you see the man that has been the announcer this whole time walk up to you. You're on to my last trial. And this
Before
one,
we start this
yes.
one, can we help our friend here? He needs attention.
He looks at him and looks at you and says, "Very well." And he seems to be sad. Like a slight grin goes on his face. He leans over, places a hand on your chest, and you regain 12 hit points.
Nice.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
How much you at?
17.
You're at the most now.
Wow.
It's at 20 AC.
Good job, everyone.
I feel refreshed.
You guys have successfully managed to figure out the real test. Oh, I should not have put all of them into there.
The little black one.
The little, which one?
The different looking guy.
He's just standing there.
Huh?
There he is.
The metal one. Yeah.
Oh, the metal one.
The
Okay.
mind flare. This one, as you have seen, I do not care as much for physical ability as I do your motivations. In this last test, we shall go and see why you're here. If your reasons are insufficient, you will fail to try.
Why are you making that face, bro?
Don't worry about it.
You're definitely gonna start scooping money in the bag, dude.
Don't worry about it, guys.
We shall start with you.
He wakes up from his nap.
All of you guys suddenly, the black space suddenly vanishes, and Duger, suddenly you are back. Like you are back in your body. Everyone else is just like you all seem to be inside of Duger's body. Like you're seeing through his eyes, which are shockingly perceptive in the pitch black that you guys are currently in.
And shockingly low to the ground.
And shockingly close to the ground. Yes. All of you can hear each other's. Actually, all of you hear that. He thinks like you can tell that you can all hear each other's consciousnesses. And you do not appear to actually be in control of yourself right now, but you do recognize where you are. These are the Duergar Caverns.
Ooh, die.
You all watch as Duger sneaks around and breaks into a small pile of metal shavings and starts tinkering with various things back there. Tinkering and creating like little centipedes and like little tiny insects and underdark creatures, like little models out of the ruins. Suddenly you hear shouts and feel a spike of fear, and immediately you all scramble back into a dark hiding place as a patrol of Duergar walk down the hallway and just like march past. You see several other Duergar in chains being led by Duergar with weapons. You were treated as a slave for the majority of your life. Suddenly just a flash forward, you fled the upper caverns in the hope that you might find somewhere else, somewhere different. You see, as you step out into the first, it feels like the first time you've ever seen a natural light. And as you exit out, you see other dwarves living outside of the mountain, not underground, without the ashen skin that you are so used to seeing on dwarves. Obviously, that's not actually how you guys feel like that. You get that sensation. And you also just feel a sense of wonder as you suddenly see a gigantic boar. A real one, not a one made out of metal. And just like the sense of wonder you feel from that. You sought creation to be able to imitate the sense of wonder that you felt and create it so you might share it with another. But you see a sudden flash, and once again you are running, clutching a bunch of stolen materials in your hand, as a patrol of other dwarves run shouting after you. Another flash, you're bound in shackles. And you hear a sentence of a man in fancy robes shouting Dwarvish, in which you somehow can understand that you've been sentenced to death. And then you see another dwarf dressed in priestly robes coming and speaking with the judge on for saying things that you can't hear. Then suddenly you're being set free. Man showed you kindness that you felt you did not deserve. You didn't understand what it was that you had done wrong, but you also didn't understand what it was that you did to deserve the favor that he offered you. What do you do now to honor the sacrifice that he gave, putting himself on the line to help you? Suddenly a flash, and you're back out in the darkness again. All four of you in your own bodies again. Next, we shall go with you. You all wake up with no memories. This time you appeared to be exceptionally high off of the ground.
Maybe readjust my chair.
Lying down on a stone slab, and you wake up with no idea who you are. Just a sudden feeling of a need to serve. Would you like to take up the narration now?
Sure. Along with that need to serve, there are a few other memories of things which seem to be ingrained into your bodies.
You don't need to share everything. You were just like,
No, but there's a number of directives that you feel you must follow. And you sit up off this stone platform and look around, and as you hear some motion coming towards you, and you see a group of dwarves also. We're back with dwarves. Coming towards you, and they seem to marvel at you for several reasons, one among them being your height. And you flash back later to them teaching in the forge, doing craftsmanship and stuff like that. And another flash, and you are speaking with an older, wizened dwarf about religion and about the gods. And
You hear the dragon's voice once again. The satisfaction of creation, and the connection you felt with a beginning that you had no memory of, drove you to seek even more information of a greater purpose. It was at this point, suddenly you see something that you actually yourself don't completely recognize. You feel that just like you're lying and like you're standing at attention, not attentive, sleeping. And an old man in a gray traveling cloak, kind of like rough, like not ugly, but like definitely a rougher and more grizzled beard, black and white salt and pepper hair, walks up to you and looks over you and then takes an amulet from around his neck and puts it over your neck and presses it down, and the stone on the amulet flashes brightly and then seems to meld into your chest. You were chosen to be a finger for a purpose that none may know for quite some time. To change the flow of fate. And that has been but your choices alone when it brought you here today. You flash forward to seeing the first time that you met Duger at the same monastery where he was staying at that time. And then later to...
Just tinkering through my stuff.
And then later to the first time you met Burning Whisper, as he said, and how he, and the fond farewell of Burning Whisper to his mercenary mentor. And then to the reception of the message from the man on horseback from Mr. B. The time that has led you here, fate, some may call it, is made by our personal choices. Fate is not something written in stone. It is something that is written by the choices and the lives of those that are part of it. And someone has given you greater control over your fate than you know. If you will accept it. Suddenly you all are back in your bodies once again. No. Flynn. No. Would you like to start?
Where to start from?
We'll start from despair right before getting picked up.
You can start there.
Okay. You all are standing in a short frame, much shorter than he actually is. He appears to be quite young.
Shorts with me.
You all think that. Also, just so you know, and you guys can comment on things that you see as their narration. That you guys can hear each other still.
I was young at the time.
Very young. You see a small child, an orphan, not knowing what to do, running around, stealing sometimes to just get enough to survive. Your only companion, a little monkey that some reason has just started following you around.
Aladdin? Does not Kiyoskibi's
And
voice.
then you were abandoned. You were let. No idea who you belong to or where you should go. A longing for family. And suddenly, you flash forward. You see two people. One, a tall Air Genasi that, now that you realize it, looks slightly familiar to all of you, but you recognize as Captain Zephyr. He's a guy, not Sylph.
Oh, dang. I was like, Sylph?
It's like, no.
Sylph's a guy.
As you think about it, it actually does look a little bit like Sylph. There's a resemblance. Air Genasi in a captain's hat, as well as a tall, slender elf with a sword and a spell book. The woman kneeling down and offering her hand. You reach out and grab it with your small fingers and are brought aboard a ship with a bright red sail and flag that in the side bearing gilded, kind of like coppery letters, the Scarlet Tempest. It was all that you had hoped for, and then some. You see lessons with Captain Zephyr teaching you how to sail a ship, how to navigate, how to properly read the stars and the winds. And you see lessons in magic with what's her name? With Voro. She taught you how to first connect and manipulate the weave. Then, when you were ready, she presented you with a small spell book. One whose cover is still familiar to all of you, though it's grown in size a little bit since then. And also held out to you a sword, significantly too long for you at this moment in time when you received it. And she kneels down and closes your fingers around it and says, "Take care of these. They've been passed down from I received it from my mother, and now I'm passing them on to you." She smiles, and in a flash, you see a man that all of you guys have seen with golden hair and bright emerald-colored eyes. Friendly. Taught you how you competed. You were rivals in magic and sword. Fought together, trained together, and then suddenly a flash and an intense feeling of betrayal. Would you like to take it over now?
I would. A strong sense of betrayal, similar to the encounter on the ship. You see a scenery of the ship overrun with pirates, all wearing similar clothing with similar symbols on them. As
among them, you can recognize a red dragon fang and a wyvern with what a curved dagger-like stinger on the end of its tail.
As they are overtaking the ship, from our point of view, we are low to the ground, as the golden hair person is standing over, dueling with Captain Zephyr, as they brutally strike them down, repeatedly striking them over and over, not to kill, but more to humiliate and to hurt. Then another flash of you standing there dueling with that same golden hair person, taking a strong slash to the eye, and then another cut swiftly directly to the arm, cutting it off.
And in the same blow, the sword that he received from Zoro immediately. That's how I pronounce her name?
Voro.
Voro is struck and shatters halfway across. Continue.
At that point, the pirate crew leaves the ship as it begins to sink, and you crawl over to Captain Zephyr as he is bleeding out. You take him into a spare boat, anger in your heart, and you just try to get off before the boat sinks, and you and Captain Zephyr left in the boat trying to make way back to some land.
You were so good.
In a moment, and nothing more, in moments, everything that you felt you had is lost. But not quite everything. You see a flash, and you see a girl, a human girl with metallic coppery hair, and a simple, not expensive looking, but not poorly taken care of, but in good condition green dress, and just laughing. You still have things to live for. You have people to protect. If if you pass, how will you make sure that she is protected from the power that you will release on the world? That was a flash, and now Burning Whisper. Yay. Would you like to take this one?
Sure. So it just cuts to a perspective of a young man, just chilling in a nice cozy little hut. This morning, it's a wonderful morning, and all you hear is a blood-curdling scream as you rush to the window and see a hooded figure at the end of the town raise his hand as monsters pretty much climb out of the ground and twist into existence, just laying rampage.
On a vaguely related note, some of these creatures look very similar to some of the creatures that you saw in the first vision, charging in the city, the shadowy ones. You can continue now.
And as you see these monsters kind of come into existence, you just cut to a scene of someone hiding in some kind of sacks of flour and stuff like that, peering through a little wooden board in the wall, as you see people just get your parents get executed from these just monsters. And in a feat of rage, you run out there to just start swinging just crazily at this hooded figure, just to have him pretty much beat you down and leave you practically on the verge of dead, bleeding out. And as a last resort, you raise your fist to the air as you see just blood just kind of all over your arm. You just swear, just screaming to the sky that you will avenge the evil or the good of this world and destroy all evil as you just fade.
And as the light dims from your eyes, the light from the flames of the burning town sparkling off of your own blood, you hear a word and you hear in all of your heads. Burning Whisper was destroyed. You took the name of the town as your own. Since then, you flash to fighting bandits who were threatening merchants. Flash to fighting an orc who somehow got through the mountains and was charging at young children. You have done exactly as you said. You defended the innocent. And then you switch to another one, fighting a little more brutally against some more bandits. But along the time, you began to forget to separate defending the good and destroying the evil. You began to forget the purpose of your crusade. Will you be able to control yourself if I give this to you? So then you all go back to blackness again. You all have reasons for doing what you do. Do not forget the reasons. If you forget, it will lead to catastrophe. To destroy without something to protect serves only darkness. To act without thinking leads to mistakes. To force your will upon others will lead to doom. And to forget the reasons, the people that you fight for, you will lose your soul if you lose those things. The dragon switches back into the human transforms and turns into the enormous dragon again. He leans forward and his jaw drops open. The radiant flames within burn just as intensely, and so apart, revealing the black's blade implanted in a white pedestal deep in its throat.
Just take a deep breath and slowly start walking forward until I get to it, and I kind of hesitantly think about it, but then still just and just try to pull it out slowly.
You reach and you grip it. As soon as you do, you feel a black void enter in through your hand and rush down your arm. It seems to be trying to suck something from you, but it's not finding anything to grab. Slowly the power suffuses you, and then weakens and seems to stop trying to take. Lies dormant. Slumbering.
And then I pull it out.
He's dead.
Roll D4.
That's the damage of your sword. That's bad.
I just stare at it. Kind of thing.
I wonder, how will you use it? And suddenly, blackness. Then, all of you wake up with the feeling of damp grass underneath you.
I just look around and
Sit up.
see if these guys are around me.
Yep, all three of you there, and you don't see anything. Feels vaguely familiar to you two, but like the surroundings, but just like not much.
Do you remember anything?
No, just like what do you mean you remember anything?
Like, did we just remember what just happened?
Yeah, you guys remember everything that just happened.
Okay. So I reach
And
for
you-
my swords to see if like one of them.
In your hand is the black blade.
Guys, we got it.
Where are we?
Are we still in the cave? Is my question.
What cave?
Nope, you are not in the cave. Nothing you guys explored the island pretty thoroughly. Where you are does not bear any resemblance at all to it at all. Any way, shape, or form.
Seems like a different location.
It kind of reminds you of a place that you visited before. You two.
What is it?
Is it before?
Or I just met this guy. I don't know. Can I roll to see if I remember?
Sure.
I'll put my
I'd also
sword
like
away.
to make a history check.
Go ahead.
We'll go in the chamber.
So
One.
are you two
Got
enamored?
one.
You're too enamored by that sword.
You said like you feel like you recognize it, then you just like doesn't matter.
Dirty
You look
20?
straight at the sword. This is nearby Eliza's town.
I was afraid of that.
Woman.
It's just
Wham. Wham.
I don't know why we're here, why we're dropped off here. But I'll be back. I'm just
Also,
gonna,
Sylph is unconscious on the ground nearby you too. She seems to be sleeping peacefully.
I'll be back. I'm just gonna
Too careful.
get up and start going towards the direction where I know the house is.
So yeah, you as you climb up over a hill, looking to overlook
Wasn't
the
really
town,
raised.
your heart suddenly stops
Wasn't
as you see a ship
No.
with a flag
Gee,
of a
what?
wyvern with a dagger-like tail.
Yes, but.
And people pouring off of the ship towards the town. Some of the buildings are already on fire.
legally observes.
Yes.
I don't know what to do. Oh no.
Oh, by the way, all of you are at max HP again.
Hey! Do we get her spell slots back?
No.
Oh.
Actually, sure. Why not?
Yay!
I don't have you.
We're gonna have to fight someone. I want my spell slots.
I have.
I just remembered that I can cast it.
running.
Are you not going to yell for them to come?
Pure rage, just running. I disregard all of them.
Would Dugers maybe smell this familiar smoke smell in the air?
Yes.
And
All of you start smelling smoke.
I'm just gonna
And
go in
it
the
suddenly
direction
comes to you. The place where you are reminds you of the way the woods looked nearby your home before it was destroyed.
I must have left.
I see him going. I think. Well, he seems to know where he's going. I'm gonna follow him.
I'm gonna hop on my bow or Galti and start going in the same direction.
Right.
Then.
All right. You all rush down, and you see creatures wrought of shadow running alongside red fang pirates, people screaming, and Flynn, you see Eliza running in a panic towards you.
I don't like this.
Is this?
And then you see, coming from around the corner, with a burning green blade, Gabriel walks around the corner. Ah, Flynn! What a surprise! I never thought you would have been here right now. I was just hoping to come and take what you have left without you being around to stop me.
I'm just gonna try to ignore him as best as I can and run straight to Eliza and just try to like somewhat swing her behind me, try to get her like position myself in between her and Gabriel and just have my sword out defensively and just pure anger in my face. It just
I see you picked up that old fool's blade. Captain Zephyr, was it? Yes?
respond to him.
You still have the old one that Voro gave you?
Yeah, waiting to kill you with it.
Well, I guess I'll have to break this parent's blade also. And he's going to charge at you.
I'm just gonna.
Eli, as your rage fills you, you feel like you suddenly, like, you feel coming from the direction where you left your friends, just like a little power. Like a black, like a little dot of blackness. And it like, that you can reach, and it seems to be inviting you, offering you power.
Oh. I wonder if we're still in the test.
In character.
I'm trying to think of what I gotta do. It's like inviting for power.
Like it's offering you to give you offering to give you power. Just like it's not trying to force you. It's just giving the offer, allowing you to use it if it wishes. If you wish. And you guys start arriving at the same time. Wesley, as you're running, you see the hooded figure with a staff, and he walks around the corner as well.
Without even thinking, I just draw the swords and just keep walking, but just fix my eyes fixed on him.
The sword, the sword in your hand seems to reach out. Like the darkness seems to be trying to reach through you, seeking to consume the magic that this guy is using.
I'm gonna ignore it and just cast Firebolt at Gabriel.
All right, roll initiative.
Alright. Please.
No. 15.
17?
Actually, that's terrible.
I got 18.
I've been rolling like
What'd you
crap
get?
this entire game.
17.
8.
18.
15. But also, Galti's movement speed is 40 feet.
Oh.
And
You can move.
I think I would see what's going on here, and I'm just going to charge the first person that looks like a pirate and try and absolutely wax them with Galti. That's
All right.
that's my goal.
So as you run towards them, several pirates walk out from behind Gabriel and charge, and you may make an attack with Galti.
Yes. Let's go.
Galti
What's
moment.
his? Sorry, I don't remember
You're good.
what his plus is.
Well, that's
Whoa,
a 17.
Probably
that'll hit.
whatever it is.
D8, I believe.
Yep, D8.
Plus what?
Is that a D6 you're rolling?
This is a
Okay.
D8.
I missed it.
7 plus.
That will.
Shoot.
You just crash into this kid and just like send it flying. Well, not kid, pirate. You crash into this pirate and just send it flying. Like,
I was about to say,
Flying
it's like,
kid.
I feel bad.
like bones are pointing, like limbs are bending in direction. Back specifically is bending in directions it should not bend in normal, healthy human beings. Yeah, you just killed it. One hit. All right, you still have your action.
It wasn't a kid, right?
No, it was a
Okay,
pirate.
okay.
I said kid on accident.
Okay. I'm gonna hop off, and I'm just gonna, with my hammer, just take the biggest swing that I possibly can at someone else.
All right, roll the hit.
17 again. And then my hammer's a D8, but I'm going to double hand it so I can roll a D10.
All right, sounds good.
Which it's only 4 plus something strength, so it'll be a 6.
All right, you smack this thing and he like yells in pain, but he's not down yet. All right, so who's next?
Not me.
All right, Tom, I didn't actually ask what anyone had. I should probably do that.
18, 17, 15?
15.
All right,
So I was technically in the middle of the order, so you can skip me if you want to.
And I'm 8.
all right, cool.
I'm last.
So you got 17, yeah?
Yeah, he got 18.
You got 18. All right, you are PC 1. You are PC 2. This is Monster 1. Where's PC 1? This is PC 2. PC 1.
I don't map yet.
And then you got 15 and you got 8. You already went, so we're just going to put you at the end of the order.
I don't mind.
Monster 1.
I just wanted to do something fun and cool.
You did indeed.
Your
that.
thing is a +2 for damage. I just looked that up for you.
Yeah, I saw that now. So I would have added 2 to the attack, which I did. It dealt 9.
All right. So, what would you like to do?
Can we set up a little battleground?
Yes, put up your guys and erase that thing real fast. Your PC 4 Gavin. Alright, awesome. Alright, so drawing.
Okay.
Building on fire. Other building also on fire.
Building next guy.
here.
Yeah.
Will is over here. Going up it will be difficult terrain.
Oh, is this where they're
I'm just gonna have it.
You are over here, they're coming from.
So we're more this way.
Yeah, you're by the Alright. And now, bad guys. Pirate. Pirate. Pirate.
What?
Big scary shadow thing.
Oh.
Doing the Michael Jackson.
No, reverse Michael Jackson.
Would
Gabriel.
Where would it go?
That is exactly.
He's the other wizard. The clone.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Dark scary guy.
I can't do that.
Is that how they figure?
Yep.
That is a lot of stuff.
Hi, doggy.
I wish I could cast a fireball.
Good plan. Good job. Okay. So, Burning Whisper.
I look around to see if there's any. I remember like I have to be better with my actions, or this blade will consume me. And so I look around first. Is there any like civilians left alive? Maybe.
There are several civilians running around. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get stand. Thank you. I would not have thought of that. People. So where are you, Eli? There you
I
are.
would have been.
That's Eliza.
Okay.
Most of the villagers are running out, but you see a little kid over here. Just like this one right here is not a pirate. That's a little kid running away, and he trips. Yeah, but yeah.
Not like that though.
Defense target. I was about to say.
Defense target.
I'm going to immediately.
All right. So, what would you like to do, Burning Whisper?
I see this child first. And I want to not have any casualties, and so I dash over here, dash, or run to this pirate.
All right.
1, 5, 10, 15, and am I facing him or behind him?
He is facing. That's the kid. I switched him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna attack
Because fairies started
with my 2 swords I got. One with the black sword,
The black sword is a +1 weapon. Just so you know.
so it just adds.
Plus one to
+1
attack.
to hit and +1 to damage.
Okay.
Is on
Target
our
point.
actress.
And use my bonus attack.
I know, but I have it.
All right.
because Mark of warding.
Nice. What about it?
I got a nat
Is
20
it a-
and 8. Or 9.
All right. So you hit with the black blade,
And it's
and as you do so, you will
No, it's
maybe
not.
feel it
It's
wanting to you to help.
It is.
It wants
It's a
to
good
help
spell.
you.
Last try was there.
It's it's inviting you to use its power.
I don't know what the power is quite yet. Or is there like a feeling that I could just release it at any point, or
It feels like there's a gauge of power and you can release as much or as little as you see you want right now.
I won't release any? I'll just hit him. What is it? A D8, just like a
Yep.
longsword. 1d8 plus 12.
If I cast
Hit.
armor, can I?
That was
All right, that was
And
the
then-
damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that's-
of
yeah,
that
I
one's
remember.
miss. Yeah. Okay. You swing and you just cut him down
Does that
and
work?
like immediately like
so you're.
the
Oh,
cut
is
in
it
him
wearing
like
armor?
starts
Yeah.
bleeding.
So it doesn't. Like major armor.
Black smoke starts like it seems to like have a thin, faint connection to it. Just like slowly flows into the sword and then it's gone.
Wait, let me see. That's pretty much all I want to do for the rest of my turn.
All right. Cool. On to PC2.
Yeah.
Is this another
Yes.
pirate?
Yep.
Okay, then I don't
Also,
care.
my AC is 17. I get plus 1
Blade Song is over by the way.
when I have.
Okay.
It's been longer than a minute.
It lasts for 10 minutes. Or is
It's
it?
been longer than 10 minutes anyway.
Alright, did I get because you recharged spell slots, so I recharge on Blade
I
Song
mean,
on
you
that?
still have more Blade Song left over. You don't have only one per long rest.
Yeah, I have 2, but I used 2. First with the combat and then the second one when we did the.
Okay, yeah, I can recharge.
Okay. I'll activate Blade Song. That's a bonus action, I believe.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll consider this for now.
Yeah, I'll just
Take a
think
flow.
So yeah, I'll activate Blade Song. Yeah, it's a bonus action. And then I'm going to slam my hands on the ground and cast Thunder Wave at him.
Oh, how big of a cube is that?
It's a 15 foot.
So you can catch 2 pirates in that.
Yep.
Alright, so Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
9.
Con saves.
Alright, so that is a 19 for Gabriel and a 10 for the pirate.
Catch that guy.
How did the pirates?
It's Gabriel. Alright, so then he's not pushed, but the pirate's pushed 10 feet away. And then he'll take full damage. So 7 points of thunder damage, and then half to Gabriel.
Alright, cool. Gabriel holds up, braces himself and holds his sword up in front of him and it seems to halfway absorb some of your attack.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna kind of move myself still in front of Eliza. And then who's double-headed?
Me.
I'm just gonna you have to cover her as well. I can't afford losing her
that?
too.
That's who is that?
Who's that?
That's you.
No,
Dwarfs, yeah.
Oh. What? Wait, give me that one. I don't want to be two-headed.
okay.
Whoa, what's wrong with 2 heads, bro?
And then
Weird.
that will be my turn.
No way.
Alright, cool.
He just said.
That brings us to Gabriel's turn.
Oh, dinosaur.
Oh, fetch.
He's going to charge straight at you, Eli, and then vanish from your sight
He's gonna do it.
and have Missy step right behind Eliza.
Where
Where he's going to laugh and then stab.
Well, did he hit it?
Probably.
Probably.
He's
Yes.
attacking a commoner.
Commoner.
He's attacking a commoner. He probably hits.
I'm saving
And
my spell
she
slots.
cries out in pain and seems like she's on the verge of death.
Dark power sounds real inviting right about now.
It's still offering. It presses a little bit more. It can it senses your fear and it seems to sense your fear and anger, and it wants to help end that.
It's just in my turn, contemplating deeply about this.
This guy over now. It's still not your turn anyway.
Yeah.
Burning Whisper.
Yes, sir.
The shadow is going to come over and it's going to swing at it. It's just going to loom over you, and it's going to it's going to prepare an attack. But first, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely. I got +0.
5. You suddenly feel as your body locks up.
Oh, fudge.
Does deflect attack technically work?
No, because this is the saving throw attack. You have been hit by hold person. However, the instant that you feel that, the sword seems to want to just devour the magic surrounding you.
I'm gonna give into it.
Alright.
Just a little bit.
The sword glows with the air around it starts to warp, and it just the spell just immediately ends. Now the shadow's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Good thing you're not paralyzed.
I just rolled 2 6s. That is sad. Okay. Well, both of those attacks are going to be 12. No, they're going to be 14, so they're probably going to miss. But
That would hit me.
yeah, just the
go.
shadow
Use
seems to
shield.
form. The shadow seems to form a little bit more. It looks like a humanoid, very tall, with 4 kind of almost tentacle-like arms. But as it swings at you, they sharpen into solid sharp points.
Mm.
You just barely dodge out of the way of both of them. All right, and now the pirates are going to rush in.
I'm just saying that.
Pirate's going to attack you, Eli.
He's dead. Don't fall in love.
17.
No, it
Miss.
Eli,
I thought
Nathan.
you were emotionally attached.
18.
does not hit.
All right, both of them are going to swing and just Eli's going to dodge with incredible grace, and
Real good
just nothing.
Alright.
Nikita's going to get up and is going to start running over towards you guys.
Nice.
All right. Who's next? Back to the bottom.
So Duger is going to see that, and he's going to run over there and try and help.
You can't get all the way there. That's way
I
more than
can't?
25 feet.
You have to count.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he'll do that, and then he's going to cast Create Bonfire on.
All right.
As long as it doesn't catch Eliza.
If you're careful, you can avoid it.
Okay, I will avoid it. So I'll cast it more back here to get it just.
Ooh, 7.
So
He gets
1d8.
cooked.
1d8, which is 6.
Ouch. Okay.
Good one.
He's going to suddenly grimace and let go of Bo, and Eliza like falls forward and like is on her hands and she's prone currently. But they are separated and no longer grappled.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. That brings us back to the top.
I never
Oh,
went.
right, you never
Well,
went.
Galti
Wait,
needs to go as well.
you should have gone before him.
Probably.
Wait 1 second, then we'll have Galti go.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to.
Murder.
He can't hit me anyways.
You can't hit me. My
Opportunity attack.
Of course.
You were right. He can't
10,
hit you anyway.
15, 20. I'm going to go here. And I am first off going to. I'm going to try shoving again. We'll see how that works. To kind of set, like, put distance between the two of them. It was kind of sideways, wasn't it?
It was. That was
sideways.
cocked.
It was cocked. Okay, 21.
You're going to successfully shove him.
I shove him that way a bit, and I'm going to interpose myself. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon behind him
Oh dear.
with an upward hammer. Just kind of.
I'll give you advantage on that tackle.
Man, I'll take it. I'll take advantage anytime you want. 19 and a well, it hits with a
Yep.
yeah.
Natural 19.
What is that? It's a D8, right?
Yep.
Yeah, plus carry movement.
I don't think it adds anything.
I should have looked at this thing so bad. 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh wow.
One of the few spells that does.
That's not common at all.
No. That's 10
Radiant force damage.
force damage from a flaming hammer behind him.
You just smack him with this thing, and he does not seem very like. He
I
seems
can
definitely
flank by
more
myself,
like
guys.
that. All right. Now you can take Galti's turn.
Okay. Perfect. That couldn't have been more perfect. And then Galti is going to take an attack, but he has Monstrous Defender, so it's a D10.
It's a. Remember the special thing that I said that he could take as like a magic
Which
side replacement.
9 plus 2, so 11 points of.
Ouch!
I don't
just-
know what kind of
just-
damage.
Oh, just auto hits?
It just
The
turns
same
into a
as
go.
normal. I think it's force damage.
Oh wait, I do have to roll to attack though, don't I?
Yes,
That's
yes, you
cool. Dang it! No, that roll doesn't count. It doesn't really.
Yeah, it misses.
It misses.
Unfortunately.
Dang it, I totally forgot.
That did a lot of damage.
Yeah,
It's like
why,
it just hits auto. Whoa.
why did I forget that it?
Auto hit?
I just didn't pay attention.
That's
All
okay.
right.
I wasn't paying attention.
Now
Oh,
we are
you
back
said
to
it.
Burning Whisper. So the sword you were drawing on the sword's power. You feel like it could help you just destroy these guys.
I look at this sucker right in front of me, and I just go with my dark sword and my other long sword, and I try to hit him with both of them.
That's a nat 20!
And a.
So which one was for which?
This one will be my blade, black blade, and this one will be from now on.
Okay.
This will be my normal.
All right. So
then
are
this
you?
is-
So you've already released the power a little bit. You can now. 1 second. I'm gonna check exactly what it does. I forgot.
This one's a 16.
All right.
16 and a nat 20.
All right. So all right. So roll. You're going to roll at so if this sword now that you're using it deals an additional D8 of damage. So since it's a crit, you'll roll
Yes.
4 D8s.
Well, only one. One is critical, so that one's double, and then the other one's just normal.
Huh?
Or,
No, it rolled
What?
it
It
rolls
doubles
next
the
to it.
dice.
Oh.
When you crit, you double the dice.
And you roll 2 dice,
you roll
so it
two,
doubles the
but
4.
naturally it rolls 2.
And then
The
you
black.
get
This is
crit.
just the black.
This
one,
the
not
black sword. You're rolling 4d8, which is ridiculous.
That's
a lot of damage.
I mean, it's also plus 6.
Mhm.
6.
That's an 8, so 10,
I'm just supposed to.
18, and then plus 6 for my strength.
You have plus 4 in strength. And it's plus 1, which would be plus 5 damage. You don't have your
Oh.
bonus.
No proficiency bonus added.
Yeah.
My bad, so plus 4. So that's 22.
Wow.
One attack.
It doesn't matter, but you know.
Goodness gracious.
1 second. I apparently didn't pull up a thing that I need. Give me 1 second and I will be ready. Or from
Oh,
No, not that one. That one. Great stuff.
All
All
right.
right.
Useless, honestly.
So,
I love it though.
as you hit,
I love its uselessness.
immediate, like, you feel the sword, like, with the critical hit, just start slip deeper and hit the creature at a far deeper level than it should be capable of doing. Wait,
It's Minecraft game.
And the one they fear is you. Where is it?
All right. All right. So yeah, you slice this thing, and suddenly, like, one of those black rifts that you saw in the vision suddenly appears. The shadow like slows and then collapses in on itself, slipping straight through into the void, which then immediately seals itself back up.
And now he's gone.
Yep, and now he's gone.
That was only the first attack too, I think.
Oh, second attack.
Oh, it was.
I killed the first guy, and then I just killed the second guy.
All right. So it is now Eli's turn.
Back to the dog.
The power suddenly the little spot of power that you felt inviting starts getting a lot more intense as he starts using it.
I'm just gonna like, in my head, I can't sink into this. I have to be better than him. I can't sink into that darkness, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of like charge at Gabriel with my sword and cast Booming Blade and attack him with it.
All right, we'll hit.
So it's just gonna, I don't care, opportunity attack on me.
Yep.
10.
Hit. Miss.
Okay, good.
Oh, because your AC is ridiculously high.
16 plus, what is it, dexterity? Plus 3.
All right, hit. And as you deal damage, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I would love nothing more than to do that.
The Lana Blades. Ancient Blade.
15.
Fail.
Okay.
What?
There's a lot of counts.
Is it like acrobatics or just dexterity straight?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I don't have that. That's lovely. 11 points of damage from the blade.
All right, you hit Gabriel, and he seems to just falls to his knee, and you think you've beaten him. Then he looks up to you, and he's smiling, and then suddenly emerald flames erupt around you, and you will take 12 fire damage and 2 necrotic damage.
Love that. We love that.
Dang! Hellish rebuke, yay!
Ah.
You say so like 14 damage total?
Yep.
Okay.
Bonus action. By the way,
I'm dead. I'm going to
did you win?
gonna essentially end my blade song and pull from behind my dagger and make an offhand attack with it.
You don't have to end your blade song to do that, do you?
If I dual wield and I have the rapier and
I'm deciding that rule doesn't exist for you.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Reach behind and
17,
pull out
it's
the
19, 20. Not on dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
And then I don't add any modifiers for it. 4!
4. Alright. You hit, and
Cast
just like
some,
his eyes go
gun
wide,
level.
and like he seems to sag and just die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like strike and then stab it right in and just go real close and like, I hope you remember this moment. And just like pull it out.
Alright. As you do that, like you stick him there, he falls and dies. And
Feels so
now it is on to bad guy's turn. This guy is going to just like walk over towards you, like leisurely, like he's gonna walk straight up into your range. He's going to say, I always knew that I missed the most important one. It was not an accident I burned your village and killed your family. It was not an accident I left you alive.
Well, this is gonna be the biggest mistake of your life.
Or words, really?
We'll find out.
Alright.
Wait, so this guy died?
What?
He died. Collapsed.
And then I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Banishment.
There's so much
11.
exposition.
Alright.
no,
Banishment indeed, but modified banishment.
Together!
So, I do believe that all that is left is those two guys who would be easy to clean up. So I think we're just gonna skip that part and go to the more intense battle over
Let's
here.
just go do that.
So you appear in a completely blank white space. It's now your turn.
Well, let's begin. Now you,
Roll attack with disadvantage.
I guess for the first one, is a 10.
You add your stuff to it.
So then that's 14.
16.
Yeah, 16.
16. No, that'd be 17.
Wait. 'Cause it's a
So
plus
you
one
add
magic
your
blade.
strength plus
Yeah.
your proficiency plus your +1, so that'd be a
+7.
+7 hit. Yeah.
And
So
then-
17.
A 17 for the lowest. And then for the second one is an 18.
2 hits.
With disadvantage, he hit twice.
Fires, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Wait,
2
don't forget you should
d8s,
put
one for each one.
Mm-hmm.
The fighter maneuvers.
7
Spider-Man.
and 14.
All right. As you make these hits, you feel as if the sword's offering to help cut into it deeper again.
As I'm just like, kind of like just entranced and just hurting this guy, I just breathe and just decide not to give in much. I can handle myself, right?
All right. So do you roll damage? So how much damage did you deal?
21.
21.
Oh
You don't need that. Dude.
goodness! Fighters.
All right. There.
Fighters, man.
All right. It's now his turn. He's going to laugh. He's going to reach out and he's going to go for your, just like grab at your face. Attack roll.
Cure wounds. Yeah. Inflict wounds. Yeah. Maybe we should.
How much damage does? How many damage die does inflict wounds deal?
I think it's 3d10.
3
All right,
times.
60 10 it
60,
is.
10, yeah.
I mean,
Average out.
Can I parry that?
You may try.
I will try.
If it's a crit, you can't.
All
You're
right,
not
20
gonna
will
matter
hit
what.
either way.
parry that, you filthy casual.
You might just die right here.
Yeah, it's
would be
As you take damage, the sword offers to intercept to allow you to. That seems to like want to pull towards the spell and cut through it and stop it.
You better do that.
3d10 level.
Well,
Necrotic damage.
I just realize that I'm gonna die practically, and I just give into it.
All right. As you do so, the sword starts bleeding black bigger. It changes from a +1 weapon to a +3 weapon. Make an attack roll on the spell with advantage.
8 plus 7.
Plus, it'd be +9 now.
Oh yeah, because it's +1.
+3. It's +3.
Oh, +3. That is right. So yeah, it's +9. So that's a 17.
17. All right, you cut through the spell, and it just ends right then and there. The man,
I want to cut.
the
Wait,
man
cut spells.
the man suddenly vanishes and reappears 30 feet away and backs up. He's now a solid 50 feet out of reach. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong person.
There you go.
He teleports away, vanishing in a dark mist, and then reappearing a ways off.
So it seems you're
And then
afraid.
he uses movement.
Okay. I say, it seems you're afraid, coward.
In your dreams, my sweet child, my creation.
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's your turn.
Well,
As you, with the new power, you feel the blade red, like it wants to launch, like launch itself at this guy, aka I need to do a ranged attack now.
It's so terrible.
This is over here.
I just grip the sword even harder, allowing it to activate.
It becomes a +5 weapon.
What is
happening?
And I go to hit. And
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
plus
what is
five
that? What is that now? It's gonna be a plus.
I want to shit so bad.
I can
6
make
plus 2.
I can.
Yes.
I can make
I can make a that's what I have.
Oh wow, that's a 30.
30. You slash, and suddenly like a wave of dark wave like you saw wash across the army of monsters earlier, rushes forward and just like washes over this guy. And right where you swung the sword originally, you see a crack.
In the sword?
No, a crack in reality.
Oh,
Suddenly, the spell ends. You appear back where you appear right here. Everyone else is where they were. Pirates are dead. You see.
I'm just gonna perform medicine on my.
I was about to say I'm going to cast.
I'll
Cure
just
Wounds
yeah, I was gonna do that
All
too.
right. And the rift is still there. It slowly grows. The crack's getting bigger and bigger. Could you please make a charisma saving throw for me?
Oh, fudge.
That's
Dice.
14.
Nope, 13.
Against your will, you raise your arms up and slash the sword down again, and an even bigger rift appears.
Do we?
Also spreading.
Can I look over and see what he's doing now?
Yeah, you guys know the instant he comes back. And all of you guys, please make a saving throw of your spell casting ability modifier. Okay.
That's not actually bad. I have a +6.
Okay,
DC 20.
I failed.
It's DC 20.
I fail.
So wait, hold on. Do I add my spell attack bonus or?
It's the spell.
Space
Oh,
saving
so it
throw.
tells saving throw.
Oh, fetch me. So it's still +6. So that's
Should be the same.
19.
Yeah. All of you start getting pulled towards these rifts as if by a black hole.
I still have my speech weapon, so I'm just gonna hurl it at him.
All right, you hurl it at him. Could you make an attack roll with disadvantage, please?
I can make a roll with disadvantage. It's a 19 and a 19.
Wow.
All right, you go and
Yeah.
you like your hammer it slams right into him. Wesley, you feel the pain, but you don't. You feel the pain, but you don't have any control over your body any longer. It feels.
You take 10 damage.
You take 10 damage.
So we're all like pulled somewhat closer to the rift.
Oh yeah, all of you get pulled 10 feet closer.
where is the
Even
rift?
the chick, right?
And yeah, Chick also gets pulled. Galti also does. The kid right here does not.
I'm going to. I don't have any spell points, but I'm going to pretend as if I do, and just try using whatever knowledge of magic I have to try to close the rift as best as possible.
Make an Arcana check with disadvantage. Well, actually, no disadvantage. There's no reason you would have that. But the DC is high.
That was almost a nat.
It was really close.
Why?
Arcana, 16.
You're looking at this and you can't tell what the heck is happening here. This is behaving similar to magic, but you don't feel a single bit of aura from it. In fact, every magical aura you felt is disappearing. Pulled straight into this dark.
I'm just gonna like.
But the circle, like the darkness, the anti-magic it feels, appears to be coming from him, like centered around Wesley. Burning Whisper.
So could I potentially cast a spell on him?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on his sword.
All right.
I hope it works.
You do so, and immediately, and Wesley, you feel no difference.
Frick. Well, I'm gonna hit him with my magic weapon.
Are we
Ah, well, that does work. And then I'll
What?
just
Are we in
dispense action.
initiative?
No, no longer an initiative.
So
Well,
I'm gonna
try and move
well,
Galti.
actually, we are sort of an initiative. We will each take one per action per round, but you guys can take them in any order you wish.
Okay, I'm going to move Galti in between the child and the rift.
All right.
I think that's enough to do that.
And it's easy terrain, I guess, because it's getting pulled in the direction it wants to go.
Advantage.
16 to hit you, I guess.
All right.
Miss.
Oh, I didn't even roll one
Ah.
for Galti. I keep picking.
And as it swings at you, what did you roll to hit?
16.
16. He's going to suddenly spin and swing his sword. And
I'm not next to him.
He's not swinging at you. He's swinging at the spiritual weapon.
Oh.
He's just barely going to miss it.
Like, fascinating.
It is now. So now it is back to you. You make another charisma saving throw, please. All right, you make another tear. DC increases on avoiding getting pulled in.
So,
I'm gonna just not even try for myself, and I'm gonna cast a Vortex Warp on Eliza and move her 90 feet away.
All right.
And just. I'm sorry, and just teleport her out of here. So it moves her. I think it's like 90. No.
that's pretty good.
Either way, she's out of danger essentially.
Yeah, she's out of danger. I'm just like.
Off screen.
I'm sorry.
Off screen, yeah. Okay.
See if we
I'm
can
gonna
roll.
What are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing?
21. This is the dexterity check.
Oh, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, dexterity
Well,
saving. 21.
intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone make me another one of those, please.
Okay. Well, I
You
got
asked
lower.
us to do that, right?
Dexterity, you said?
Well, I said that it did went up, but I didn't ask for it yet. That was good. Well, intelligence for you.
Oh, intelligence?
Sorry, I was confused. I'm confusing everyone at this table. That is my
22?
What? 22? You pass. You fail.
I failed as well. So.
Then you fail, yeah. I'm sorry, it was close. So, you get pulled 10 feet closer. Make one. Galti get pulled 10 feet closer.
What would
also.
Galti's be?
This poor child.
Galti just can't pass.
Oh.
He's not capable.
He
You
was a
don't.
14.
You do. Alright.
Okay, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on him now as well.
Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Yep. Okay, that's not a good hit. And I'm going to attack with a spear's weapon as well.
This one's not disadvantage.
No? That doesn't hit.
Alright. Eli and Gavin, what would you like to do?
So also I'm going to call out, stop him! Knock him down!
I don't even know what I can do to try to knock him down. I'm just
I'm
gonna...
just try and
Fire
get
bolt.
Galti to just hit him. That's what
Alright,
I'm trying to
Galti
do.
charges. So, first thing I need you to do, I need him to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting pulled in when he charges at it.
Dex save.
The DC will be lower because he's going, because... But yeah.
Natural 20.
You see,
Ooh.
perfect. He succeeds brilliantly getting past it, and you may have advantage on the next attack roll. Actually, you can have double advantage. Roll 3 dice.
Double advantage? I don't know if I have that many. I need to borrow a d20.
Because this is awesome. D20s are fun. Not 20s are fun.
It'll be a 16, 18. It'll be 18. For attack,
I
right?
believe that's a hit.
Yes.
Alright, roll damage.
D10 because he's monstrous. 5.
Alright. You can make another charisma saving throw now. At this time. Alright. Eli, what would you like to do?
I'm terribly far away. I do want to get closer.
Man.
I know what
I'm going to...
Let's use the ding. This one.
Use your curse to die.
I will die.
So wait, how far is it?
They know, don't know if I do not do it.
About 70 feet. What's the range of a dagger? 60.
Not 70
Not 70 feet.
To get closer.
Firebolt.
Just blast. Because you'll be in long range with the daggers, you'll have disadvantage on the attack.
So I'm back here, so 5, 10, 18, 20, 25, 30. Because
I'll
Galti's actually right here.
I'll take out. The dagger's still in hand. I'll kind of like twist it and just try to aim it right where he is, and just try to get it to a place where he'll drop it. Or like muscle reflex will make him drop his
All right.
blade.
As you do so, the thing, just like as you think about like defending the like stop it, saving your new friend, and defending your old friends, just like suddenly a little white rune appears on the end of the blade's dagger. You may have a +1 to this attack.
Okay, let's go.
And damage roll.
It's like Burning Whisper. You have to drop the sword. You have to let go. 21.
All right, that will be a hit. Roll damage.
3.
Plus dex.
Oh, that's right. 6.
Okay.
All right. Roll. Can you roll a charisma saving throw, please?
Absolutely. Please. 10.
The DC is not that high.
Well,
I'm just going to tell you guys how this thing works. The DC is 20 minus however much damage he took from each thing. He is so close.
just hit him a little harder.
We gotta hit
All right.
a little harder. All right, it's the beginning of your turn. Make a charisma saving throw again.
Bless. Frick.
I got 9.
Everyone else, make a spell casting saving throw.
I got a 23.
You pass. You fail.
13.
You fail.
So I move 10 feet closer.
Uh-huh. At this point, the cracks are starting to get so large that like it's starting to get hard to see the sky.
I'm gonna once again cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Roll the hit.
Disadvantage or no? Okay, that is a 19 to hit. That hits you.
Roll damage.
I think.
Fetched.
Roll a charisma saving throw.
Does he do that after I roll damage?
Yes.
Okay, so Guiding Bolt. 4d6.
That's not bad.
For a first level spell, that's really good.
And we have
And it gives advantage on the next attack.
Which is gonna be my blade.
Oh, don't forget Galti needs to make the saving throw.
So, okay.
And he's right next to the ref.
That's 11
You're gonna
damage.
fail. And that's a 1.
And
Galti
then my
gets pulled
speed
and
weapon's gonna
disappears.
snap you as well.
I'm at -4.
Oh, he's down.
I'm at -4.
A blood curdling.
All right, you pass out,
Rips through
and
the
as
air.
you do, the sword well, you were knocked out. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Please.
For God's sake.
Wait, you think I'm doing this on purpose?
Yes.
You
He is clearly unconscious, but he's still on his feet.
Well, I'm gonna make my attack with my spiritual weapon and try to target the sword hand itself.
All right.
Because I'm like, well, it's not him.
Permanently disable him.
This has advantage.
Yes,
so
it does. So no
It's a natural
disadvantage.
roll.
Okay, that's a.
You're
Well,
unconscious.
you can have advantage because he's unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Well, that's 16. But I think the +1 is only when you're conscious. I don't know.
Oh, we'll go with that. Yeah.
What? I have my sword still?
Well, you wouldn't be holding the other one, just the one, and it's only.
How much
anyways,
damage?
6 damage.
All right, make another charisma saving throw, please.
Please.
Also, take a failed death save.
If you don't pass this, we're killing you.
Well, you won't.
You won't.
You guys will.
Oh!
18.
And the sword falls from his hands, and the rifts begin to close. After a long moment, they begin to close.
I'm gonna
And
run over
disappear.
and cast Cure Wounds on him immediately.
I'm gonna somewhat do the same and kick the sword away.
Oh,
I'm
Make
not
a spell casting saving throw.
oh,
fine with
no.
me. I'm just trying to kick it away. That's what is it? 19.
19. You actually pass. You feel it as it immediately starts trying to suck the magic from you, but you manage to kick it away.
And just
8.
get that cursed blade away.
Alright, you wake up with 8 HP.
That's such a useful spell.
Cure Wounds? Yeah.
Alright, as you guys look up and look around you, Eli, you see the people of the like the two of you, like Wesley, as you look around, the dead people look like your parents and people, but this time instead of being killed by burns and murdered by monsters, they have black marks growing all over them. Like there's lots of dead people around. You look over at Eli and see Eliza has collapsed again, and she's not breathing any longer. She also has black lines running all across her. And you see, and you hear from the sky, and now you see the consequences of failure to control it. The hollow dragon appears again, and all of you, as you guys return to the real world, back in the room where you were before.
Ow!
Wait.
You guys are back at full HP and spell slots again.
Yay!
Galpi is still there.
Oh. Oh.
Don't play with my heart.
I apologize for any trauma that may have caused,
Oh, I didn't take
but I needed you all to understand the magnitude of what you are dealing with. In reality, the sword does not behave exactly as it did in that vision I induced. You may use it with less fear of it taking control of you than that. But as time goes on, if you are not careful, it will do that. And even just as dangerous, you will be if you are corrupted by it. If you allow your heart to be tainted by a desire for power and to enforce your will upon others, then it will consume you. Not literally as it does when it cuts the rifts, but your soul will be changed. You will be taken by darkness. Do not allow your quest to destroy you to be taken out of the context of protecting You will need the power provided there. The sword will give you great power, and you will need it to survive what is coming. If Borasus thinks that there is danger, then there is danger. And I trust his judgment. But be careful. Now,
That is quite the weapon.
he nods down towards you, and you look down and see that the sword is actually in your hand still. Actually. Remember to keep control of it. For the beginning, it will not be dangerous. Using it as much as you desire will be perfectly safe. But should it become, as it grows more powerful, you will need to be more prepared to resist it. And it will not ask, it will force. Control its power. Do not let it get too great. For if it does, it will destroy you and everything that you love. I will return to my slumber now. Do not fail me. Do not fail the world. And then slowly, the eyes of the guardian begin to dim, and he lies down and begins to shrink. And it keeps going. The gold that was animated to make his body vanishing little by little, until all that's left is 9 small, about like ring-sized almost, 9 small pieces of what looks like the hollow part of a dragon scale shell. Like if a dragon scales were shell, 9 sections of that.
How do we get off this, Rock?
We would have a way out had you not crashed the boat.
I'm gonna just collapse in tears after everything. She doesn't care though.
Just gonna go over to Galti and start just inspecting him, making sure that everything is
He is
still
in
place.
perfect condition.
Where's...
She's still asleep.
Okay.
Sylph is still asleep behind you.
I'm glad you knew.
And you see that there's a staircase that leads up to the top, back out where you came.
We have a staircase now.
Really? Where?
It was always there, you think, but like you just didn't ever really notice it before.
I was too distracted by a giant dragon.
We're distracted a lot of
Let's
things.
get out of this place.
Agreed.
I'm gonna try and see if that giant whatever worm thing from last time is fixable at all.
Don't forget. Also, as you guys go out, you notice that the sun is past far. Like it's getting close to sundown.
fetch.
Also, are you guys going to take the what are you guys going to do with the 9 dragon hollow sections?
He wants us to take them.
I don't necessarily want you to take them. Just if you do take them or don't take them, different things will happen. It gives me different things to use later on.
I have a question. Does it look like it's extremely valuable?
Oh yes, this would be some of the most valuable stuff you've ever seen.
Oh. Eli.
I don't necessarily want to take them for their value, but I want to take them because I feel like they do something important. So I'm going to take a couple of them. Because are they big?
They're really small.
Oh,
ring
you
size.
said ring size. So I'll just grab them and put them in.
All of them?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll just grab them all and put them in a very specific pocket of the tool belt.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That cinches closed.
All right.
There's nothing else left in this cavern, is there?
Would you like to look around?
Just briefly with my eyes.
All right. There is some things left still. Not
Oh.
much, but some. There appears to be. Looks like they're just like various little pieces of. There's some gold there's some gold, as well as a little bit of what looks like a weird silver material. It's not mithril, even though it has a similar tint to it. It's not a material that you recognize.
And I don't recognize it either?
Nope.
Oh, I gotta go look at this then.
Eli, as you look at it, it feels slightly familiar, but you are not at all. And
Can I just using his arcane knowledge and his knowledge of like everything that is craftsmanship, can he just kind of look at it and see if maybe make a roll and
Sure.
see?
I'll make a general check to gauge how much time has gone.
Arcana check or
whatever tell me what you want to use and justify it. So you are going out and trying to gauge the amount of time that has passed.
Yeah, just kind of like where we're at. Did it turn off?
It didn't record, I don't think.
Oh, shame.
That's too bad.
Would it be nature check for time?
Sure. As you look up, it looks like
16.
it's been about 10 hours since you arrived here.
History check.
Well,
I'm gonna
10 to
make a
11
history
hours.
check.
We need to go. We're running out of time.
All right,
guys.
history check.
That's a dirty 20.
This is. It seems similar. It has properties very similar to steel, but it appears to be have been imbued with magic.
How much of it is there?
Enough to make like 2 daggers or a very small sword.
I'm gonna take it. I feel bad, but I'm gonna take it.
It also looks like something you've seen elves work with before.
There's nothing else in this cavern?
And then there is one last thing in this cavern. It's what was the thing? I had it written down. All right, it's a hammer. A really big hammer,
Oh.
like maul.
Like too big? Oh, like large enough I could wield.
Yes.
I'm gonna go inspect it.
All right. As you look at it, and it appears to be a very interesting hammer. It with a symbol on it that is it's perfectly symmetrical with 4 points on it, and half of it is light and half of it is dark. I'll draw it out for you later.
I'm gonna take it, reusing myself that, if he gave us the most valuable thing in this treasure, where I assume the rest is free game. So I'm justifying in my head.
Fair.
But none of you know that.
All right.
And I take it.
And then, so are you guys going back out? What are you going to do now?
Just gonna try to get out because the thing said we had 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need to go now. We have 2 hours left.
Let's make haste. See if we can find a way off this island.
Agreed.
All right.
You better not.
As you go up, and approach the waterfall that was the exit, Eli, the ring starts glowing, and you hear just like a little whisper in it. Wait, no, it's not you. Never mind. You hear a little whispering voice in your mouth, in the back of your mind. It says, "Little gift. Use it well." And as you walk out the waterfall, you see a ship, almost identical to a ship that you have seen before, in his vision, with the Scarlet Tempest written on the side.
My ship is
I knew this would happen.
I knew
That's why I crashed the boat, guys.
I knew there was going to be another one.
I just knew it.
He's like,
They truly wanted to leave us stranded on that floating island.
Also, we took Sylph.
Sylph has been limping along with you guys, or carried by Nathan. I'm not sure which one. Hey, I know this ship.
what do you mean you know this ship?
This is my brother's ship. Or it was. I thought it sank a long time ago.
Your brother? Who is your brother?
His name is
Captain
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Wait, you
What?
know him?
He was my mentor. I sailed with him for.
Do you know where he is right now? I thought he was dead.
He is dead.
I'm sorry, I thought his entire crew died also when I saw it. When I heard that, she seemed to just shakes her head and says, "Well, better get going before we disappear."
Indeed.
Best we get going.
All right. You guys get on the boat, and with Sylph guiding those of you that don't know how to sail, and Flynn, who definitely does know how to sail, and Finn, who also knows a little bit of how to sail, you guys manage to successfully guide the ship out and watch as the sun drifts towards the horizon, drifts behind the island, and suddenly with the warping of the air, the island vanishes once again. And this is where we will end for today.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, so much happened.
My mind has been messed with in so many ways.
All right, I hope
And my character
everyone
tell you
enjoyed
should stop
this.
stealing things. It seems to get you in much trouble. He's actually going to offer advice for all of you.
Just walks around, slaps each one of us, and then gives us some wisdom.
Yeah, basically.
Gosh.
He actually does do that, not slapping them. Anyways.
All right. Thank you very much for participating. thank you for playing with me, and I hope you all enjoyed the session.
Do we actually level up now, or like?
You actually level
okay.
up.
Yes, level 4, baby.
Sweet. Thank you.
Are we just going off the?
How are we gonna
just
wrap?
the standard handbook?
Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Do we wrap up?
We do wrap up. Thanks everyone for listening today. It was
Is our camera still working?
the camera's not working anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. For the
Why?
On the what is it? 4th session, we will get that camera to work. But thanks for listening. We hope you guys tune in again. I hope you are just as invested as we were. And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bum, bum, bum.